Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Virgo weekly money and career reading from April 28th to May 4th, 2025. Virgos, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Virgos weekly money and career, April 28th, May 4th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of May. Also, I just want to remind everyone that this is a community, that we are all in this together, that we are sharing our energies, our emotions to gather the information so I can continue to deliver these messages. So please share what you're going through, what's going on, what you're feeling, how it feels, what the decisions you're making, your journeys, your energies, whatever it is that's going on in your life, please share it with the community. And if you don't feel like sharing, which I completely understand, I always say not everybody wants to share all their life on these platforms, just put a heart down below or a comment to share your energies and to connect with these readings. Because remember that this channel is all about you, all about what you're going through, and to share allows me to tap into those energies and to continue these readings. You are important. The most important is you. All right, let's get started. Grab your best headphones, earbuds for better sound, Virgos, and let's see what messages we have, what we need to know. What are the messages here for this upcoming week? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are the messages? What do we need to know? What is the root of the matter for this upcoming week? Virgo money and career, April 28th to May 4th. What do we need to know? Are we doing this? No. Okay. Sorry. One more time. For Virgos, what is the message for Virgos? Okay. Thank you. Oh, so 3 other cards. All right, very good. I knew there were several cards that wanted to come out, but okay. So we have the book, which is about knowledge, instructions, learning, but also secrets, someone giving you information on something or the key to something, or someone revealing something to you that you need to know to be able to move forward. Right? Someone giving you the key on a project, for a project, to validate a project, or to move forward and really gain success and make money. This feels like this is about your success and money. I feel like it's coming in. But you're gaining knowledge on something. Someone's giving you information. Someone's giving you the truth on something. Or it's not even the truth. It's something that you didn't know about. It's like precious information, the key to something. And you feel flattered. You feel flattered, but you also feel like maybe this is not in your best interest, or this person doesn't have your best interest in. You just feel like they're flattering you by giving you this information, or this very valued information. Let's see, what is this all about? You think they're trying to gain your sympathy or gain knowledge or gain, I wouldn't say they're tricking you, but I would say that they're all in it for themselves. There we go. And they're utilizing tactics and sort of buttering you up to gain information, or they're giving you the precious information for their gain, their personal gain, something like that. All right, let's see what this is about. First, I would like to address, because I feel like this is all about your success. So maybe they're jealous. This is a great project. This is a great business, or this is a great career or great job or great idea that you're developing. And you're successful and you're very good at what you do. And so I'm almost feeling that this person, there's this little sense of jealousy maybe there. Okay, so what is this knowledge first? One card on the book, please, for Virgo. Okay, well, that's more than one card. So we have the Sun, happiness, victory, success. There's a real sense of success and victory over this business's project, right? And you always have the Sun, Virgos. You shine your light. You're there. You're successful. You're talented. You put yourself out there and are really doing things in a beautiful way because you really connect with people in a wonderful way. So this is all about success and victory over, you know, a business, a project, or a job, or a career move, or me even going to school or taking classes. You have victory over that. You've achieved something and you're really achieving success. Okay, but who is this person now, or this situation? And so we have the Tower. So maybe you feel isolated in one way, or maybe there's something that's isolating you in your mind, maybe, because the Tower is about isolating oneself to not communicate, or because we don't want to communicate on certain subjects, or we don't want to be part of something, or we don't want to tap into those energies. We don't want to address the issue, or we don't want to be there, talk about that, or be involved in something. And so we're sort of isolating ourselves. And it can also be just in your emotions and in your mind. You don't want to tap into something specifically to keep your happiness, your joy of your success. Okay. Because there's something that's hurting you, or something that is needs to end that you don't want to talk about. Okay. Disagreements, arguments. Oh, even violence. Okay. But it doesn't have to be that. I feel like this is an issue you don't want to address regarding a conflict or disagreement with either your partner or someone that is close to you regarding news, a visit, or messages, and something. You don't want to tap into that. You don't want to deal with that. So you're sort of isolating yourself so you don't have to confront it, if that makes sense. It can be just getting news from someone that you don't want to address or you don't want to talk about. That's possible. And it can be just you in your mind, where you're excited about your success and you're excited about your job or your career or your business that's taking you somewhere that you really like. But in your family, with your partner or family, whatever it is, people close to you, there's a subject that you do not want to address, or you don't want to go there because it's done, or it's news that you don't want to be part of. Okay. This can be regarding someone that came, someone that gave you information, information regarding family, or information regarding something that ended, that is no longer there. Okay, so that's the news and that's the knowledge. But you have a beautiful project. All right, so one card on the beautiful project. Money is there. Why is it there's something heavy on your shoulder? So the project is there. The money is there. You're protected. You have the strength. You have the solutions. But at the same time, there's something really weighing on your shoulders. And your desire is to connect. You want to reconnect, or you want to connect. You have hope. You have understanding. And it's almost like you have on one side a brilliant job or a brilliant business, and you're really doing things you're really happy about, your success and money. And on the other side, there's something just emotionally, maybe with your family, maybe with your partner, maybe with someone around you. It can be regarding the past, that you want to reconnect with someone, you want to talk to them, you really have the desire, but and hope to connect. You're connecting with the right people. You're connecting with the right people financially and with your business. Business is successful, but I don't know why you have something heavy on your shoulders there. Regarding family, regarding a family situation, and you're isolating yourself. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to be, it's not that you don't want to be part of it, but it's too heavy on you, so you just, or you feel like someone else is in their tower and they're not reachable, they're not connectable, you can't talk to them, and you wish you could talk to them. But so here with it's really the desire to talk to them maybe, and they are unreachable. So it's either you or someone else regarding something heavy on your shoulders, or heavy in your heart more than on your shoulders. All right, one more card here. But then why do we have the fox? All right, let's just do the fox now, because I feel like it's two separate entities, the emotions you're feeling and then the business and the success of your business. Why is the fox here? Why is someone trying to flatter you? Are they trying to flatter you to connect or to talk about family? There we go. There's the home. There's family, security, your home. And there we have the fox again. So there's deception there regarding a member of your family. Maybe it's the same member that's in their tower that you can't reach, or that is not wanting to communicate, or that's really difficult to communicate with. And they utilize ways to get to you, or I feel like there's a mix of, okay, and there you are. So both you and your partner, so it can be a partner in life, it can be a partner in business, it can be partners, people around you. You're both here. There's two entities. There's you and that other person, or you or that other entity, or whoever it is, or whatever it is. And the communication is off, and you need to talk about things. There's that key, there's that knowledge that you're finally aware of, and that you need to share with them, and they're not available, or you're not making yourself available to them. It can be either way. And I feel like this is you and your partner not talking about something. And then there's deception there with 2 times the fox, where they are in it for their personal interest. So they're not sharing all the information, or they're not wanting to talk about it, or you are in it for your personal interests. Two entities looking at each other like, how are we going to do this? And remember, this is all about knowledge. I'm trying to see if there's one more card, but I don't think so. So let's pull the... Okay, well, this just came out. The letter, yeah. Messages, documents, information, and we're back at that. This is really something that you want to talk about. Okay, so this is a truth that something you figured out in your family. Yeah, there we go. Harmony in your family, something that you need to figure out. And it's putting you in a deep, deep sense of understanding that you have to process personally a lot of emotions as well. This is tapping into your soul and tapping into resources that you have to seek balance and seek answers. Why do they not want to talk to you? Or why you have this sense of isolation? Yep, a lot on your shoulders. You're almost there, though. You're almost there. So I feel like with the Hermit, you're figuring out that you are going to have to work on yourself to, tap into your wisdom, to your intuition, to find the best way to communicate with them. Yes, there's the other person. So this can be a partner. This can be your partner in life. Both of you being isolated from each other or not able. When I say isolated, it's not physically, it's mentally not able to communicate on a specific subject, on a specific emotion. Something may be difficult and that you haven't talked about yet. And maybe it's something that was just revealed to you, that key, that moment, that piece of information regarding your family or home situation. And that's hard to talk about. And at the same time, you're busy with your business. I feel like professionally, your projects, your jobs, whatever you're trying to develop or push forward is very successful and giving you happiness. Yet, this needs to be addressed, or you want to address it and they don't, or vice versa. You don't want. All right, let's continue. Detaching yourself from obligations. Okay, so you're realizing something and you want to go and do your own thing. Or you're afraid of judgment, or they are afraid of judgment. Truth, there we go. King of Swords. Finding out the truth. The authority can be with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but this person is close to your heart. This is emotional. It doesn't have to be a partner. It can also be a sibling or someone you're really close to in your family, right? But it feels like partner because both partners came up in the cards. Now, it can also be a business partner, but someone with whom you're also friends. Like there's a real emotional connection there. You're detaching yourself with the Fool, from detaching yourself from obligations, maybe family obligations, or detaching yourself from fear of judgment. You don't want to be in that emotional anxiety of people judging constantly in your family. That is possible. And detaching yourself from that to find balance. You want love and trust, but you also want to be able to evolve personally. I feel like this is a real push to evolve personally. We have the Magician, time to evolve, and we have the Lovers, time to be true to yourself and make a decision that is true to yourself and respectful. You're all about respect. You want people to respect you. You want to respect others. You want to be there for them. You want to fix things. You want to make things better. That's the way you are, Virgo. You are a doer. You are a maker. You are there for others. You are there to find solutions. You want people to be happy, right? But the choice you're making, or the decision you're making, or the knowledge there of understanding why someone is in their tower is because, you know, you want to nurture that connection, and you want to help, and you want to nurture that connection really with love and empathy and be there. But you want it in harmony. And you want it, you know, in a way where it resembles you, what you think in life, your values, your perception of life, your emotional integrity, everything. And if whether you agree or not, for you it's important. But at the same time, you want to move forward. You want to move beyond that. You don't want to be stuck in that energy with that person in their tower or you in that tower. You want to free yourself from constraints or obligations or those ties, those emotional ties that are weighing heavy on you. And so this is a time for you, I believe, to choose to step out into the world. Do something different, or go out and try different things and be curious and be creative. And it's like you want a whole new sense of adventure. Now, this doesn't particularly mean everybody's going to go on a new adventure. Everybody's going to go on a new life and move and do something completely different and adventure themselves out in the world. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. But it's you allowing yourself to explore new things, follow your heart, and not having to consistently be tied to that base, that emotional base that is your family, that is your home or the family home, and whatever that means for you. And it's a difficult process, and maybe you want to detach yourself from that person in that tower. That is possible. And so it's important to trust yourself. This is about trust. Probably why we had the fox 2 times. It's about trusting yourself and trusting the process of detaching yourself emotionally from a person or a dynamic, a family dynamic. And believing in yourself and taking risks. And also stepping into the unknown, outside of your comfort zone, and allowing yourself to go on and do other things and discover the world and do things differently without being completely attached to that base. Maybe the way it's always been, and maybe this is a family very, very together and that does things together, and there's a sense of patriarchy or a sense of family dynamic where we always regroup, we're there for each other, we do things in the same way, we like to represent in the same way, we like a certain image, and we have to follow this certain image and follow certain rules or decisions that the family has made, or values. And this is about your discovery of yourself, your personal journey. And to allow yourself to embrace this journey, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, getting out of your comfort zone and experiencing things, you know, that you haven't experienced before. I feel like this is allowing yourself to get out there and to detach yourself from that family dynamic that has been weighing upon you. It almost feels like first of all, it's an invitation to consider what could be without being weighed down by the past or by the family or by family dynamics. Sometimes it weighs upon us because it doesn't particularly pertain to us 100%, or there's certain things we agree with and certain things we don't. And it's not all cookie cutter mold and every member of the family is the same and everybody has to follow the same path. And I feel like this is you really considering what has been weighing you down and why it has been difficult and why that person is in the tower or you are in the tower. Maybe it's past failures, maybe it's doubts, or maybe it's expectations, or maybe it's a fear of judgment, that you really want to detach yourself from that. And sometimes families can be very heavy on the shoulders because everybody has something to say and everybody believes that things should be in a certain way, and that's how the family represents, and that's how we are. We have maybe a family business, or we have people in our family that have businesses or jobs that are, in different sectors, and we should be appearing in a certain way. That makes sense. Comment down below if that makes sense. And that is weighing on your shoulders. And I think that is what you would like to communicate with that person, or at least communicate how maybe you can navigate different energies, and it's okay to disagree and it's okay to talk about it. Right? All right. Let's see if there's it's a long messages these days. Long messages. One card on the Fool, please. Aries, Leo, Sag. But daring. There we go. Daring, courageous, putting yourself out there, being your own boss, doing your own thing. Good for you. Then it might not be clear, but you're stepping into the unknown. That's okay. But you're taking your power and you're moving. You'll figure it out along the way. You will figure it all out along the way. But the world is your oyster. All possibilities are there without the heaviness of the family issues on your shoulders. King of Swords. What is the King of Swords all about? Yeah. Oh, feeling left out. There we go. Five of Pentacles. So feeling left out of a truth, or feeling left out financially. That's possible. But again, feeling left out of that tower, not able to connect. They're not letting you in. They're not letting you in. And I feel like you're like, well, okay, but if we want to be in love and trust here and really, trust one another, then you have to open up as well. And we have to be able to communicate on this, whatever it is. Money issues, possible. Waiting, hoping, believing to transform this idea into reality, or to transform something into reality, and then boom, Ten of Swords, not possible. Maybe they're not agreeing. Maybe you wanted to do something. Maybe you wanted to develop an idea, or maybe you wanted a family validation on something, or right? Maybe you wanted someone to validate what you were doing, or just having a discussion. And you feel left out and you felt stabbed in the back and you've been waiting. So now you're understanding to take a step back and do it on your own and do it in a different way. And understanding that, just surrender to the fact that you are an individual and you can do it on your own way, even if you don't have validation, or even if you don't have the feedback of that person. A lot of empathy. There can be a water sign around you, discussing a lot, or you have a lot of empathy. You listen to others. You are there for others. Taking your time. Take your time. That's okay, because now you're going to resonate, or you're going to connect with the right energies, with the right people, with the right opportunities. You have opportunities. I feel like professionally you are successful. That's what we said in the beginning. This is emotional. This is about one person. Or if it's not one person, it's a family dynamic. These are people close to your heart. And here with the Temperance, this just means it's time and patience. Take your time, patience, step by step, finding balance again, and regaining balance and keeping that balance. One more card on, let me change decks, on the Lovers. And it's time with the Magician. It's time to align with what you want. Time to put yourself out there. And we have the Lovers. Love and trust, love and trust. And there's the Death card. Not surprising. You've been waiting a long time. You've been working a lot. That's your job. That's your thing. But there's a rupture there. There's a sense of done. I can't go there. I need to let it go. I need to let it go for whatever it is and accept it and move on. That's the Death card. Letting go things that are not serving you, that are blocking you, that are not enabling you to live your life the way you want to live your life and feel those emotions and make those decisions and connect with people. There's that one person that really, let it go. Let it go, Virgo. Let it go. Because this is not, it's almost like a breakthrough for you. I feel like it's a breakthrough. And maybe this is going on your whole life. That is possible. And so we do have, right, between the Hermit understanding that the answers, right, are not going to come from the external world, but from the silence of your own mind and soul. To uncover the truth within you and to find that clarity in the quiet moments, in your wisdom, right? The wisdom comes from within. And I feel like finally with the Death card, it's understanding that something needs to be accepted, that there's an end of a cycle, to accept the change, to let go of that outdated emotional baggage that you have been, that has been weighing on your shoulders, that you have kept inside, that you have been wanting to communicate. But, this is about an emotional rebirth and just, making space for the new and being resilient, facing endings and facing truths and facing other people's emotions and other people's way of doing things and perception, and maybe they're not always open. And this is about embracing your new beginnings and embracing the end of cycle, and maybe just leave it there. I always say, leave it there. Let it be. Put it on the shelf, close the door, turn the key, lock the door, accept that they are the way they are, that it is what it is, exactly. And that you might not be able to change them, but you can definitely make your own decision and tap into your own wisdom to understand either how to detach yourself or to evolve or to understand, to find clarity and balance and wisdom, to live your own life and to make your own choices and to not wait for that validation. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road. Virgos, weekly, money and career. One last message for the road. For Virgos. If you're interested in getting a tarot reading, remember that we have a tarot session every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, or whenever I pop up during the week. Sometimes I do. And if you join membership, by joining membership, it gives you access to a tarot reading for anybody that is interested. Moving slowly, Knight of Pentacles, take your time. Take your time. You're committed. Well, you're committed business-wise or job-wise, but you're moving, move out of the swords. You're moving into something calmer. You're at the end of a cycle, and I think you've done pretty much everything you could to connect. Moving out of that cycle. Look at that. Committed, anchoring yourself, step by step, moving forward to get out of the swords, get out of the wands. You're at the end of the cycle. Bravo to you. I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out. No. One more card for Virgo. Weekly money and career. One more card. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ace of Pentacles. There we go. So money is there. Finances are there. Success is there. Get out of your head and move into your independence. And it's okay if you don't get validation. They will remain in their tower, but they will always be there. Not to worry. Embrace the unknown. Embrace the unknown. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for sharing your energies, for sharing your journeys. Gratitude. Gratitude from the bottom of my heart. Gratitude to each and every one. I want to say that the magic word here is evolving. Evolving and letting go. Or letting go and evolving. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put let it go and evolving, or evolving and letting go, down in the comment section, and be subscribed. Don't forget to be subscribed. I will announce one winner at the end of the month of May. But also, please share your energies and your journeys to empower this community so I can continue to deliver these messages. Thank you so much for watching, Virgos. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.